Hi there, you've joined us on Starting Up. Now, one of the trailblazers in the Indian startup world is iYogi. It's a startup that's dedicated to providing tech support for the Western market. So much so that here's a startup that's actually learnt from iYogi's success and even managed to carve a niche for itself in the tech support for the domestic market space. Here's the story of eTechies.
PCs, mobiles and tablets. There's been a digital explosion in India of late. And what has also exploded is the service issues one encounters on their devices. This is when three friends Siddharth Bhatia, Samarth Goel and Rohit Chaudhary decided to fix PC problems with their venture eTechies, an online and doorstep remote support for PC, desktop and other digital devices. After an experience of over a decade in IT and ITES space, the trio decided to put their experience to use by bringing in professional knowledge to fill the gap.
In the consumer and small office segment, we clearly identified that there was, in the disorganized segment, there was a need to create a positive disruption and bring in a professional, knowledgeable service and support, and not just service and support, even the back-end, end-to-end repair, which was absolutely non-existent in the Indian market.
In April 2010, with a capital of 30 lakh rupees, eTechies started its journey of providing technical support to consumers with a minimal price point of 1000 rupees. To differentiate themselves from competition, eTechies launched an innovative model, one that looked at both an online and offline model to solve problems linked to customers' tech issues.
We are a doorstep service provider, which is a very big differentiator out in the market. And not just a doorstep service provider, we even pick up your equipments, get them into our repair center, and we deliver it back after fixing them successfully. So that is one clear winner for us. Consumers also at the same time benefit by signing up with us on an online platform. So almost 50% of the issues of the consumers we can fix remotely online.
Equipment that can't be repaired on site is brought to this service center that caters to 10 to 15 repair requests per day. And the one-time incidental charges that you give not only include your hardware, software or app service, but the complete service of the equipment that sometimes your local technician fails to give. With two service centers, one in Delhi and one in Bangalore, eTechies reaches out to 5,000 consumers who either pay one-time incidental charges of 1000 rupees or can opt for annual maintenance charges of 3000 rupees. And what has worked with customers so far is the professional service offered while dealing with customers, a welcome relief for them in comparison to competing mom-and-pop ventures.
Basically what I found with eTechies was they were reliable, and another very important thing is one call and they're there at the doorstep. And again, it saves money for me, because whatever, even if I go to a Wio thing, I know how much they'll cost me, but going to eTechies, at least I know good service and value for money.
But establishing this reliable source of tech support took some time for the company that had to overcome their biggest roadblock.
Going out in the market, talking to the consumer, convincing them why they need to pay $1000 as against a $200 for which they were kind of traditionally getting their issues fixed, I think has taken a lot of effort actually to go out and convince customers.
Slowly and steadily they increased their footprint, and today their growth so far has seen them raise $2 million from Inventors Capital Partners earlier this year. For Inventors, it was the team and the back-end support model that clicked.
Some of the key things that attracted us to this investment was there is no brand name player which provides quality service in this area. Here was an opportunity to create a brand in the not only in the remote but also on the on-site plus remote tech support market.
The investors' bets so far have clearly paid, as eTechies will be finishing the year with 10 crore rupees and expect a 100% growth rate for next year. The biggest role model for eTechies in this space is iYogi, a tech service firm which services the global market from India. iYogi is today valued at over $20 million and is a case study for eTechies to learn from. Though they succeeded in the US market, there are a number of learnings for eTechies to imbibe from iYogi's success.
You have to have a product strategy which is very focused with with the small budget try and buy kind of approach Indian consumers tend to bring. Second is that there are some challenges still with the methodology of how you collect payment and how you will be able to transact on the commerce side with Indian consumers. The third is, as you scale in India, maintaining quality of service delivery.
The journey so far has shown that users are willing to pay a higher amount of 1,000 rupees per visit as opposed to the 300 rupees per visit by a local technician. Quality of service clearly has value and it's reaching out into more cities with varied revenue models that will allow them to scale new heights.
Let's take a break here on the show, but coming up, we bring you all the action within the startup ecosystem on our Starting Up News Wheel.